Up, Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans Inc. And this is my adorable Bubba Kitty, Zeno Asagiri. And today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 9, the JoJoLands Chapter 23. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm. It is slowly but surely killing my channel, and in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because of course this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, if you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, this adorable kitty here, and this operation literally alive and kicking, so we could keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one, feel free to hit up our Cash App and PayPal. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't need to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Dragon Ball Daima, which we cover in both the sub and the dub, and we do have episode 18 for free, which, man, I really went in depth with that live reaction. Like, we have great theories for how Super Saiyan 4 Goku kind of foreshadows Super Saiyan God, and how it might foreshadow Ultra Ego in the Dragon Ball Super manga. So please go check it out. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you're a $10 patron, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there's a stacked winter anime season in full swing and more on the way. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So, man, I'm really looking forward to this chapter because we are getting into more of the Howler lore, because so far we've gotten like the history, or like the brief history of the Howler family, but now we're getting into the inheritance of it. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us this month. And this title page is giving very manga Jesus, where like JoJo is going to be dying for our sins, and I love it. The disguise plan is underway. And this chapter is titled Dolphin Bank's Debt Collection Part 2. The inheritance of the Howler family. On the higher altitudes of that dry and barren region of volcanic rock, there are actually areas covered with snow. And on this vast north slope on Hulai, on the island of Hawaii Islands, the Howler family house. Locked away in that house in a storage room that houses treasures that have been handed down from generation to generation. There's a treasure chest like the sort you'd see in Pirates of the Caribbean. First it was The Walking Dead, and now it's Pirates of the Caribbean. The contents of which have been put up for sale in the outside world. The treasures include Tintoretto painting, jewels, precious metals, Etruscan era Italian vases, and Murano antique glasses, among other things. They had to let go of them all to turn them into cash, because the first generation head of the family, Letrado, discovered a water source on that barren land. His descendants were able to operate a successful farm there. Oh, but in 1967, a wildfire burned down all of the Howler family's pastures on the North Slope. That sucks. It would take years for everything to recover from that scorched land. Would the bank lend them even more money? Probably not. The Howler family was driven to the verge of bankruptcy for the first time since its founding. From Aka Howler's perspective, this was his grandfather's era. At that time, there was a Hawaii state representative named Monty Bruto. That representative set his sights on the water source owned by the dying Howler family, and suddenly started claiming that the water source is under state jurisdiction. Now, the first thing that comes to mind for this is where my stepdad and my mom live, because my stepdad owns, and I've mentioned this before, he owns he owned 10 acres of land until his ex-wife divorced him, and she got half the land, so now it's like 5 acres. But next to his property is a bunch of land owned by the county water district. And I'm not going to say the name of the county, obviously, because I don't want you to know where he lives. But they own a bunch of land there. And like this here is one of my biggest worries, is that the water district will try and pull a stunt. And I hope that never happens. Here we go. Latrado had actually been given the North Slope from the royal family before the state of Hawaii had even been annexed in 1898. Remember, Latrado got there in 1843, mind you, and legally the land was theirs only via verbal agreement between the royal family and Latrado. You fucking idiots! You got there in 1843. You should know how to write, my dude. And hell, your descendants should know how to fucking write. Why didn't you get this shit in writing, you dumb asses? I know the politicians would have been like, oh, you didn't get it notarized. But like if you were starting to see like you know, obviously you were going to start seeing US politicians and stuff like that. But like before it was annexed, yeah, you probably would have gotten it notarized. But even when like California and stuff are getting annexed into the US, they still, if I remember correctly, you guys could correct me if I'm wrong, but they still let the Mexican ranchers keep their land too. So it's like, bro, get this shit in writing. Seriously. Fucking idiot. Your ancestor, Mr. Latrado, is truly a great man. That is without question. This man is full of shit. However, a water source belongs to the public. His descendants have nothing to do with it. Fuck you, bro. You are full of shit. You understand that, don't you, Howler-san? You are lying, my dude. You are full of shit because, this is a state representative. Yeah, what he's doing, by the way, if he is going to say this, yeah, you're full of shit, and what you're doing is violating the Fifth Amendment. You are. Because what the Fifth Amendment does, besides, you know, granting the right to remain silent, it actually forbids the government from taking private property without offering just compensation to the property owner. So yeah, bro, you're full of shit. You are so full of shit. And there's also this, too. While Monte Bruto's words sounded noble, the congressman actually had ties to the Hawaiian mafia behind the scenes. This motherfucker was corrupt too. So not only is he violating the Fifth Amendment, he's getting bribed by the Hawaiian mafia. Now, I don't know how. I don't think the bribe laws were in place at the time. Probably was. But bro, like, come the fuck on. He was in fact hoping fervently he could gain sole control over the rights to the Howler family's water source in order to develop a resort hotel and villas on the land. Bro, you are violating the Fifth Amendment. This is like a clear-cut case of violating the Fifth Amendment. Your ass should have been gone. You should have lost your position in Congress just for that. You should have. This is unconstitutional right here. What's more, it was them that unleashed the wildfire on the North Slope farmland. What? The proof of that fact was not recorded in history. Dude! He not only is violating the Fifth Amendment, this motherfucker is taking bribes from the mafia and committed arson. Like, this motherfucker, well, conspiracy to commit arson, too. This motherfucker should be in jail. Oh my god, this mofo, and this was what, in 1967? Yeah, this was in the 1960s. Yeah, this mofo should have been in jail. Because I think by then, yeah, there would have been corruption laws on top of everything else. Yeah, this bitch should have been in jail. He should have been he should have been taken up. He should have been oh my God. He should have been recalled from Congress or impeached from his seat. You know what I mean? And he should have been, his ass should have been in jail, period. Because that is he was doing unconstitutional shit. And, yeah, committing arson. And he was getting bribed, too. Like, that, yeah, that is textbook shit. That is textbook criminal shit. Now, I know people are going to be like, well, Packer Girl, what about in your state? My state is weird. I don't know if Hawaii's politics are weird in terms of, like, bribery and whatnot, but the Republicans in my state tried to fight for this. To stop the bribery, but it technically is legal for politicians to accept bribes because Democrats in my state are extremely corrupt. It's really corrupt here. It is. We gotta us Californians gotta keep recalling these fuckers. We really do. It's baby steps. It's a work in progress. We're making progress though. But, like, this, though, yeah, when you're violating the Constitution like that, and you're going that far to violate the Constitution, yeah, and especially is this a state congressman or federal? Yeah, it's a state, oh God, this is a state representative. Yeah. His ass should be gone. His ass should have been gone. What the hell is this guy's problem? Jeez, can you drive any slower? God, what a hunk of junk that truck is. I gotta get an exhaust emission law written. Oh my God, this is a typical Democrat politician. These fuckers, I know Hawaii, I think Hawaii is trying, does Hawaii? I think Hawaii has a emissions law. They might. I could be wrong. But this totally sounds like something a California Democrat politician would say, or like maybe even someone in like Illinois. This is definitely a Oregon, specifically like Portland or Eugene, maybe even Salem too, or like straight up in Washington State, like Seattle or Olympia politician, or like New York City politician. That is them. That is them down. Seriously. God. I swear to God, I'm gonna post this panel on Twitter, and gonna be like, yeah, this is a typical Democrat. Hey, drive passive on the double. Yeah! Suck on that! Sorry about this. I know you just happen to be the driver, but the land that was handed down to me by my ancestors takes precedent. Well, motherfucker, like, he deserved it. I'm not sorry for saying that. No, don't do it. Well, hey, he was defending his property. Come here. Right here, young lad. Over here, Akka. Sit right over here next to me. Let's watch TV together. Aww. Listen, lad. This is just a piece of paper, but we're entering an age where we're entering an information where all information is going to be entered into and managed by computers, no matter how small or deep in the mountains that land is. I took the opportunity to make the deed of this family's land officially ours under the law. See, that is important. A promise is a promise. The Hulalai North Slope will always belong to the Howler family. There's nothing in this world that lasts forever, but don't let anybody say otherwise. And that box, be sure to keep precious things inside it. That was the first generation Letrado's will. If you ever get in trouble and have to take something out, know that it's certain to make its way back here eventually. It bounced around from place to place for over 10 years, but that Tintoretto painting eventually made its way back here. Woo! These things saved the Howler family back when we were in dire straits because of the wildfire. So they had the lava rock who was it? Was it you gotta wonder, did the royal family give the lava rock to them? Probably. It was revealed that the art dealer was actually an underworld organization, and among the works of art that were seized in this arrest was a Tintoretto painting that sold at auction for $70 million. Aka, that's not sand. Oh, here it is. That's not sand or dirt or anything like that. You should treat that with the utmost respect. It's also vitally important that it be left inside the box. If that's a lava rock, though it's deteriorated, it's gotten brittle and nearly all of it has crumbled away at this point. Nothing in this world lasts forever, and there's nothing else out there like it. The first generation head of the family Latrado. Okay, so now we're getting to the good shit here. Like, we're finding the origins of the lava rock. The first generation head of the family Latrado found it somewhere on those mountains of the gods, but I have no idea where. So, this is the mountain of the gods here. Ooh. So it was on the mountain of the gods. I gotta wonder remember where Charming Man's brother was taken? Was that the mountain god? Was that the mountain god that took him? But I do like this, though. I want to read this line again, because I think this is very important. About the lava rock. That's a lava rock, though it's deteriorated. It's gotten brittle. Nearly all of it has crumbled away at this point. Nothing in this world lasts forever, and there's nothing else out there like it. That I think is such a good line. The first generation head of the family Latrado found it somewhere on those mountains of the gods, but I have no idea where. I think it's where I just have a feeling it's where Charming Man's brother was taken. I have a feeling that's where it is. And remember Rohan found the lava rock as well. So I gotta wonder if that's where it is where Rohan found it. Oh, here we go. Let's see. I'm Dolphin. Now we're back to JoJo and them, but I do want to mention this. I'm glad that they wised up and got it written, like the deed written. That deed is worth a lot of money. This is why if you ever get, as I said, if you ever get anything valuable, make sure you get it in writing. But man, that lava rock is like pure karma, isn't it? Because that state representative had it coming. Oh, he had it fucking coming. He did. What a piece of shit. And that the art was sold to an underworld dealer. It's like, dude, it is karma. It's the god's karma, man. Anyways, but I just wonder what god it is. Because I don't think it mentioned in, because it was chapter 19 where we got the backstory. I don't think it ever mentioned what god it was that they worshipped at all, right? No, they didn't. They didn't mention the god. No, they didn't mention it. But man, I'm very curious before we finish this chapter up. Yeah, for the next part, or not finish it up, to get to the next part of this chapter. I'm just very curious if this god is connected to Satan's palm. I'm very curious about that. That'll be very interesting to find out. But anyways, now let's keep going. I'm Dolphin Bank's General Manager of Sales, Yokohama, and this is my subordinate, Pink, and in the back is my assistant and bag carrier, Noir. Oh, here we go. So we're confronting Howler. And Jodio, should we really be boarding this ship? If there are two pursuers that are at Merylmay's location right now, that means they're looking for one thing. Who it was that shot and killed that agent at the hospital? They're not looking for the bank employee. Also, this lava rock is our ally. That valuable land is certain to become ours. Let's go. We keep moving forward. No problem. I'd like permission to board. So it's you. I thought you'd come, you piece of shit. She's a Key West lawyer. She'll be joining us, and that's my crew. Come on board, Yokohama. Oh, God, here we go. Hello, everyone. Here's my business card. Hello. Yes, hello, my name is Pink Nagasaki. I love that she's using the name Pink. What? Wait, why did I say she? I'm sorry. He's using the name Pink. Whoa. Wow, that boat is beautiful. Whoa. Hey, is that... Wow, that is a merry-go-round on this ship. I'd love to go ride on a merry-go-round where I could see all the stars in the night sky reflecting on the sea. Yeah, I feel like I might pee myself. You have quite lovely skin, but to be working under Yokohama-san, you must be quite brilliant. What university did you go to? University? You mean like what school? Harvard? What? Huh? Oh, Harvard. Me too. That means you are my kohai. How's Professor Herzberg doing? Huh? Hers? Huh? Huh? What? Where are you going? Okay, Shall we begin? Get talking, Yokohama. We're here for business. Is there really a need to have something like that here? A need? Is the thing you're asking about having a need for or not this? Well, it's particularly needed for me, but maybe it's, oh my God, I fucked this up. Well, it's not particularly needed for me, but maybe it's needed for you? What the fuck are you talking about? You two back there, you sure look young. Though folks call me young sometimes too, but don't just stand there, sit down at the table. This should be interesting. Yes, so this really isn't something I need at all, honestly. I'm just placing it on the table, okay? Okay, bring them in. Whoa! Cold hard cash. Count it all up and you'll find $2 million in each case. And in addition, there are 20 cases in total. Are they counterfeit? Here, I'll give them to you, Yokohama, and to you personally. We've known each other for a long time, and I'll give this same amount to each of those two behind you. If you can't fit it all on your boat, then just say the word and I'll have them sent anywhere in the world. Yokohama, you have a position of quite great responsibility at Dolphin Bank, and I can't say I have any real interest in what kind of salary you make, how much you make over your lifetime, or how much you pay in taxes, but in the end, you're just an employee. The bank doesn't actually belong to you, right? Which is true. So I want you to do something about this trouble I'm having, as in, like, get the bank to take the hit. Then you and me could be friends forever, and we'll go out on my sunny deck and pop some champagne. So those loan documents for $30 billion of debt, that young lady next to you, she's got to be a bright one, right? Maybe she could take charge of him, eh? Hold up. So that's what this is. That's the type of approach you're taking, is it? I know certain people on Twitter are going to go wild and say Dragona is trans. But let's be real. Remember the cop that approached Dragona thought Dragona was a girl too. So stop. If you all got arrested, you all get off with a light sentence. Even if you quit the bank and made a run for it, this is plenty of money, right? It's $40 million each. So $120 million in total between the three of us. Given that he's got a debt of $30 billion from when he put the North Slope up as collateral, that would mean he'd settle this whole thing pretty cheaply. Man, this guy. If we were real big employees, we might have actually taken him up on it, but our goal is everything he's got. I'm afraid I can't do that, Howler-san. The illegal arms manufacturing you're doing on Hawaii's Hula North Slope is a matter of national security. That's an undeniably major crime. You can be certain that the state government is going to come to seize that land within 72 hours. I ain't making anything like that, guy, you piece of shit. Ooh, regardless of what you've heard publicly, it seems there's been some kind of misunderstanding that's caused that false rumor to spring up. Nothing more. We'll take care of the issue regarding arms manufacturing. There's no need for the bank to worry about that. There ain't an ounce of proof I've done anything illegal. And there's no way in hell I'll let the state government seize a thing. Well, if the state government has a warrant, that's the fourth. Wait, is the Fourth Amendment? Yeah, I think that is the Fourth Amendment for that. No, yeah, that is, I believe, the Fourth Amendment, right? Yeah, the Fourth Amendment is unlawful, illegal, and unreasonable searches and seizures. Yeah, that's what that is, without a warrant. So yeah, that's what that would be. They have to have a warrant for that. So he's technically right. But if they do have a warrant, though, yeah, you're in trouble, bro. If they have a warrant, they can do that. They can seize that land if they have a warrant. Let's see. Hold on. But yeah, it protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures by the government. Yeah, if they have a reason to do it, they will do it. Let's see. Yeah, and let me read this again. There ain't an ounce of proof I've done anything illegal. There's no way in hell I'll let the state government seize a thing. Well, bro, it might not even be this, at this point, it might not be the state government. You might be getting the federal government involved. And if the federal government is involved, especially if you're doing an illegal arms deal, you're kind of fucked, bro. Howler-san, one of the world's absurdities is happening right now. You think you could pay for this with money? Are you kidding me? Don't you know you're going to lose your income? Once the state government swoops in, how exactly do you intend to give us the $30 billion in debt you owe, huh? I have no idea what Howler company is doing with that North Slope, but even if you're innocent, if that factory stops even temporarily, then you'll be in the red, won't you? That'd be a huge problem for us. Understand? That's our concern. That's why we've amicably come on your ship. Okay, here you are. So we have a proposition. Take a good look at this map of Oahu. Here, this area marked on this map is the land on the island of Oahu, currently owned by Dolphin Bank. It's the land we're trying to sell off. There's several spots, but this one here is very good land. Mount Kala it's a spot that would make great farmland if someone wanted to use it for that. That $30 billion in debt, we're not asking you to somehow pay it back with money. Instead, I'm suggesting a trade of collateral for your debt, exchanging this land the bank currently owns for your North Slope at the munitions factory land. Of course, the land market prices on the island of Hawaii and the land of Oahu are different, but this would be a trade of land. The North Slope goes to the bank, and the Oahu land goes to Howler Company. And the land contract, the records will be exchanged as having equal value. And you aren't losing anything here. Dude, that is sneaky. If you just switch what you're putting up as collateral, then regardless of what the state government does with the munitions factory, though not all of them, this will make sure Howler Company's assets will be protected. Exchange the North Slope? You really should take it. No, you have to take it. I don't think your factory is innocent of any wrongdoing, but if it does end up being clear of charges, we'll let you buy the land back. That is genius. That is genius, because then that way you don't have to worry about it. The bank owns it. And then when the time is right, after the investigation's done, you could switch. That is so sneaky. We already have all the documents drawn up. This is the deed, Howler-san. Just sign here and everything will be settled. This part is fake. Here, there won't be any exchange of land. All this does is bring the land into our possession. Yokohama, sales general manager, this doesn't seem right. Do you really have the power to do all that? I'm trusted by upper management. I was told that this morning. Go there and make sure this gets done. If you'd like to check it over, be my guest. Honestly, it would be much riskier for me to accept something like this. We're heading to the principal's office. Oh shit, we just arrived at the school gate. Pablo, no! Mr. Howler inherited that land from his ancestors. He's not going to just trade it away for some land in Oahu. What's more, there's no way that can be an alternate place to be collateral. The place handed down to him by his ancestors was the farm on Hulalai, just that one part of it. Take the deal. It was you, the 8th head of the family, that started the side business of the munitions factory, right? Yeah, you're the fucking dumbass that did that, and also, you denied that you were doing that. Howler, you are fucking stupid. You just literally admitted, by doing this, by the way, you literally admitted that you're doing the munitions factory. You are so stupid. You literally just admitted it. No matter what you say, the state government is going to get moving in a day or two. Listen to me. It's over. Hold on a second. I'm putting this conversation on pause. Uh-oh. Huh? These grains of sand. Uh-oh. What is this? It's scattered all over. Oh, no. What is this stuff? Something got scattered. Oh, no! On top of the money! It's becoming brittle and crumbling. I've seen this before. I've seen this before. Aga, these things saved the Howler family after the wildfire. It's the lava rock. It got there from behind my pendant. Fragments of the lava rock. Oh wait, what are those? What are those fragments of the lava rock? No way, it's deteriorating. The bundles of banknotes. Dragona is surrounded by things worth money. Hey, you there? What'd you say your name was? Stand up. Oh no! Something strange is going on with the lava rock. Oh no, Dragona, you fucking idiot! You should have left the room. Dragona should have not been there. Dragona should have not been there. You should have just been like... Dragona should have been just riding the merry-go-round or something. Like, that is not good. Now they're busted. But dude, this chapter was great in regards to finding out more about the property, but what they were doing is really sneaky. I really hope that they recorded this conversation. I do. I hope they got this on video, especially getting this on video. Oh my God, if they got this on video and gave it to the state, oh my God, they would be so fun. Unless there are laws saying you can't record the conversation, because California has that law where you can't record conversations without permission. I don't know if Hawaii is like that or not. But if Hawaii doesn't have that law, then bro, you better hope that they are not recording this conversation, or else you are so fucked. The state will totally destroy your ass. You just literally admitted that you have a munitions factory. You are fucking retarded. But I'm glad that that grandpa like was smart and's like, dude, Aka, I was smart and I got a deed. Now they can't fuck with you. And make sure you keep this deed. This deed to the land is important. Because, yeah, the state can't fuck with you if they have that. But, dude, that's the karma. That is called, what happened to that state rep was karma. That was karma. That was the definition of karma. Because he was violating the federal constitution. And he was taking bribes. Again, I don't know if Hawaii has bribe laws like pro-bribe laws that like California has. But even then, like, still, he was literally violating the Fifth Amendment. Because what it says here, that here, I'm going to read the Fifth Amendment here, is that it's the Fifth Amendment provision bearing the government from taking private property for public use absent just compensation has its origin in common law. That's what that is. They can't take private land for public use. And that's what this mofo was trying to do. And this was in 1967. You can't do that. You asshole, you can't do that. So him getting shot, like, that was just karma. That was karma. Like, I would have loved to see them go to the press with that, but you got to wonder. But then at the same time, I don't know, like, even if they would have gone to the press, because the press could have been bought off by the Hawaiian mafia. Yeah, I kind of understand why they did what they did, because it's like, yeah, there's no way. There's no way. But I'm really curious what you guys think of this chapter, especially with the deal they were trying to make about him swapping land as property as collateral. That was kind of genius. I'm not going to lie. It was kind of sneaky too. But at the same time, I think if he would have done that, that would have just kind of be like an admission of guilt too. That would have been like, yeah, something suspicious is going on my property. But at the same time, JoJo did say, this part is fake. There won't be any exchange of land. All this does is bring the land into our possession. Sneaky bastard. But still. But dude, he basically admitted that there's munitions. He admitted it. You fucking retard. You admitted that there's a munitions factory on your property. Fucking moron, seriously. But the other thing, of course, that we got to mention here, and I mentioned it earlier, is the lava rock itself, which is for sure connected to the gods. Where is it? Was this that he found it? The first generation head of the family, Letrado, found it somewhere on those mountains of the gods, but he has no idea where. And he said, You gotta wonder where on the north slope it is. You have to wonder where it was. Was it... Did he find it in one of the tunnels that he dug? But like... No, because it's on the surface. No. But which god would it be? I gotta wonder, based on what we're seeing here with the mountains of the gods and like the lava rocks and stuff like that, and based on how hard it is to get there, I gotta wonder if this is the Umi Laloa. I gotta wonder if that's what this is the Umi Laloa. If for my Polynesian viewers or my Hawaiian viewers, if that makes sense, because what it says here is that that it was built, or the Heiau, which is basically the temple and center of the government for the island of Hawaii at the time, was built was built to honor the Hawaiian god Ku, which is the god of war. That would, dude, if that's what this is, that would make a lot of sense. That would. And from what I'm seeing with this, is that it was built, it's a mound for one thing. And it's on a high and dry plateau as well. And I'm just like, and it's hard to get there. And they've tried building like trails to get there, but it was abandoned after one of the eruptions. And I'm just like, I'm like, okay, that would make a lot of sense if that is the case. So if it is, I'm very curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that the god we're dealing with here, because originally I thought it was maybe Pele, but what if it was Ku that we're dealing with? The god of war, Ku. I think I could see that working here. Especially considering what was going on the island and what happens with Hulalai, as it goes on, is that Ku is not just the god of war, he is the god of politics, farming, and fishing. That fits here. Because remember what we saw with Howler. As time went on, we saw farming. We're seeing politics up in here too. And we're seeing the fall, let's be real. This, to me, makes so much sense. Now that we know, now that I'm looking into, as I was looking into this, I'm just like, okay, this makes sense. This, especially with this chapter in particular, and what we've seen with the Howlers, and we've seen technically like a rise and fall of the Howlers. We saw the state politician get his ass or get killed because he was trying to take down the Howlers. The Howlers, I think even here, we saw, and we saw the launching of the farms and all that. And then even, it's like, it just makes so much sense, especially when you think about it. You see, like, there was underground rainwater that accumulated inside this mountain. It's like, it's perfect for farming. And then all the political fuckery they went through, and Ku blessed them with that too. And think about what the lava rock is for as well. I know it's like a follow the money kind of thing. But still, that to me makes more sense. I'm very curious what you guys think. And also another thing with Ku is he is one of the 4 great gods as well. And also, there's one other thing here. And Ku is worshipped under many names, including Kuka Ilimoku, the Snatcher of Land. Yeah, this has to be Ku. The god that we're dealing with has to be Ku. I will be surprised if it's not. This has to be. This, based on everything we've seen here, if we're dealing with the god, it has to be Ku. It has to be. There's no doubt. This has, again, as I thought, originally thought, I was thinking it was Pele because I was thinking too literal. But again, and I think we're, as I said, where I think the, oh my God, where are you? Where I think it's located at, where the lava rocks are at the Umi Heiau. That's where Heiau. That's where I think it is. I'm sorry if I'm butchering the name, but I think it's got to be Ku. That if there is a god, like I think there is involved, and not. I hope it's not a rock human. I really hope it's a god. I feel like out of anyone, it's got to be Ku because it says here that Ku is, besides the god of war, which we've been dealing with, we're kind of dealing with here in a way, just a different type of war. You got politics, you got farming. Obviously, we're not doing much fishing, but we're also dealing with one of the names he's known of is the Snatcher of Land. And fuck, if you want to include human sacrifice in this, you got the fact that they killed a fucking politician as well. And in terms of human sacrifice, Charming Man's brother would be considered a human sacrifice in all this too. Dude, I see it. I can definitely see this being Ku. And another name is pulling together the earth. Dude, this has to be. It has to be Ku. Oh my God, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. It's gotta be Ku. It has to be. I think. Ooh, so another thing is Ku. It says here Ku is believed to embody the forms of a shark, which I would not be surprised if we see a shark up in like the next couple of chapters. I will fucking die. Kanaka, a man, or like a Hawaiian hawk, which I wouldn't be surprised if we see. A man-eating shark, a dog, a chicken, and there's a certain red fish. And what was the other thing? There's wine, and there's a type of breadfruit, and there's also a type of. Dude, this is so wild. I would not be surprised if because technically you could make the argument we kind of seen it via man. We have. If you want to make the argument about the man-eating shark, like being kind of what we saw in Charming Man's brother, could make that kind of argument. It's just a different type of shark. But damn. It's gotta be. This gotta be Ku. This has to be Ku. This has to be. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think that based on, especially since we're dealing with a supreme deity here, and based on, and again, I came to this conclusion because of this line in particular that that the first generation head of Letrado found it somewhere on those mountains of the gods, but I have no idea where. And that's what, and I looked into it, and I was thinking when I saw the Ahua Umi Heiau, which was built on the dry plateau. I know it says dry plateau east of the mountain. Yeah, and it says that people can't access it. Yeah, that to me is like, okay, that makes sense. And then you see, like, when you look at it even further, it's like, okay, there's like a stack of rocks there. That'd be perfect to make the argument that, yeah, it's a stack of lava rocks. Then you look at and see how it was made for Ku, and it's like, dude, that makes so much sense. I will not, yeah. Yeah. And then as I said, as you know, I went into, look, as I explained with Ku, it's like, dude, that makes so much sense. Araki, you better make this Ku. I swear to fucking God, it fits. It totally fits. It does. It totally fits with everything. But again, I could be wrong, and I'll take the L if I'm wrong, and I'll eat crow, but it does seem like that it's going to be Ku. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below what you guys think. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more JoJo content. Few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wish list. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord. Friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!